Hello. How's everyone doing? Okay, let me just make sure it's working. Yes, we are live. Okay, we're going to be talking about how to stop selling with excitement because it's not required to sell. I know some of you have heard from marketing coaches that you need to be excited about your offer in order to sell, that you need to wake up every morning and you need to be excited about your selling. It's not required. Excitement is amateur marketing. I want to really support you and give you a more effective way to sell out your offers because when coaches on the internet tell you that in order to create buzz around your offer, you need to sell with excitement, they are giving you an amateur way of selling that is not sustainable, right? So I'm going to teach you why that doesn't work. I'm going to give you 3 reasons and also what you want to do instead. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Juliana Garcia. I know there's so many people coming into my world. So, I'm Juliana Garcia and I help coaches clarify their message to attract premium clients. I have a very special announcement for those of you who know about the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind and you've been wanting to join. I'm going to reveal something at the very end of this live stream that is going to be exciting. And also, I'm going to start doing something really fun with my live streams where you're going to be able to win a coaching session with me when you show up live, when you engage, and when you, at the end of the live stream or throughout the live stream, ask questions and tell me something that you would like to get coached on. So if you join live and you drop the topic that you would like to get coaching on at the end, then I'm going to choose which one I would like to choose, which one is the most, I guess, common. And I'm going to coach you live the following week. Or we can find a time whenever, maybe not the following week, but at some point when it works for you and for me, I'm going to coach you live. So you get to win a coaching session with me and I will coach you live. So if that's something that you want, if you want to get coached by me and do a live stream with me where you literally bring any marketing, mindset, money, sales challenges that you have in terms of your coaching business, I will coach you live. So is that clear? Isn't that exciting? Give me a yes in the comments if that is a vibe, if you feel like that would be amazing. And let me make sure that I'm actually live in my Facebook group so that I have the questions coming up there. There we go. Okay, so I have both of you here. So I want to first, okay, yay, I'm so happy to hear namaste, Amy. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is that I want to know if you guys have heard people say that you need excitement to sell. Give me a yes in the comments if that's something that you've heard before. Like you need to be excited, that you need to be lit up on your sales videos or on your just on a daily basis, that you need to be excited to sell. Give me a yes in the comments if that's something that you may have heard say people in the past, marketing coaches, etc. Give me a yes in the comments. Let me bring up my Facebook group here because you guys are giving me things also to look at. Okay, perfect. So I can do both at the same time. Here we go. Now I can do both at the same time. So here's the thing. It makes sense that people say that, but it's actually not required because it's lazy. That's one of the main reasons. Is the first reason is lazy. When people say you need to be excited, here's how they not normally teach coaches. So, for example, you have to tell people that you are so excited about this offer. You have to write posts that and tell people how many people have signed up for your webinar or how many people have signed up for your course or for your mastermind, and let people know that people are joining, right? Like basically use urgency and scarcity to sell. Tease that something special is coming so people get excited about it, right? These are all ways of using excitement and scarcity in order to sell. But here's the thing, this is all lazy. These are all amateur ways of marketing because selling based on excitement is not sustainable for you or for your audience. it's not effective either because it doesn't attract the right people. The right people are not going to be attracted to your offer. You might get some likes and comments that of people who are excited in the moment. Let's say that you make a post and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited because 800 people signed up for this webinar." What you're doing is creating FOMO, and you might get people who join based out of FOMO. People might. But here's the thing, they won't buy from you. These people are going to end up giving you a lot of objections because you are using fear in order to attract them. They didn't even actually want it. They may have joined or bought your thing just out of fear of missing out. So they're not actually sure, they're not making a sovereign decision for themselves that they want this. You are just using FOMO in order to have them either join your webinar or buy your program, right? These are the people that end up asking for refunds or dropping halfway through the program or just like ghosting you in your sales process. And you're gonna feel confused. This is what happens to some of my clients, or what I see, and actually I have seen this with my peers. They're like so confused as to why people do this, and they think, oh my god, I'm not in alignment, right? Like I'm not, as I need to do a energy cleanse. Like I need to align my chakras to get in alignment because I'm attracting these people that obviously are not in alignment. And it's like, no, your chakras are fine. What needs alignment is something else. And I'm going to tell you what that is in just a second. But for now, I just want to start by telling you the 3 main reasons why excitement doesn't work. Give me a 1 in the comments if you're ready to hear the first main reason, which we were already touching on it. We were already touching on it, but I want to go deeper into it. I'll just go into it because I have a call literally in 10 minutes and I need to go. So first thing, reason number 1 why it doesn't work is because when you market with hype, you are pulling on people's fear of missing out, which is what we talked about. And that doesn't attract clients. Fear of missing out doesn't attract premium clients. It can attract some people who are in a fear state, who just are looking for a savior, but it doesn't attract premium clients. You're speaking to a fleeting, reactive feeling, not their true core feeling, not what they know they really, really want and need. And so hype dies off quickly, but core desires don't. So if you're speaking to hype, you're going to set up a relationship where dopamine is the thing they want. And this is why when you sign people based on fear of missing out, they don't get the dopamine that they expect. That's what they fall off. That's what they don't show up to your coaching containers, right? Why they ghost? Because they're used to dopamine. They want dopamine. And dopamine, you're not always going to be in a state of high dopamine, right? And what happens when dopamine crashes? When you have a high of dopamine and then you crash, right? So for them, let's say that they sign up for this masterclass, but after they literally enter their name and email, they're going to forget about it because they got busy. Life got busy. They're not that interested. They forgot about it. Their true core desire is not, I need this, right? They won't engage in your 5-day challenge if you do a free 5-day challenge because the excitement wore off on day 1, if not earlier. Or they might even feel offended if you sell them on offer because, they have to show up and do the work. They have to show up and actually buy and do things in order to get a result, right? So that's reason number 1 why it doesn't work. That leads me to reason number 2 as to why excitement doesn't work. Here's the thing. Excitement is not sustainable for you and for them. There will be days where you don't feel excited to write about your offers, when you don't feel excited to show up on a live stream and sell. There will be days when you cannot create hype about your free webinar signups because they're not coming in. Maybe you have doing a masterclass and you may have been very excited, but for some reason your signups are not rolling in like they normally do. And this actually happened to one of my peers. She normally sells based off of excitement, and excitement, she didn't know how to sell the webinar, how to get people to come to the webinar, because she only had like 86 signups and normally she gets like 800. And so she was like, Juliana, what do I do? Because I'm like only having 86 signups. And I'm like, wait, who cares? She's like, well, I can't post that I'm excited to have 800 people. And that's normally how I do it. And I told her, I'm like, well, you're lazy. You're selling based on excitement, and that doesn't sell, right? It's unrealistic for us to always sell with excitement, because just like your mood, you're a human, you're not a robot. And your results are also not always going to be the same. You cannot rely on excitement in order to get people through the door, whether it's for a free thing or a pay thing. You're a human, you're not a robot. So expecting yourself to feel excitement all the time, it's impossible. It's not sustainable. You are not going to feel excited. Did I feel excited about doing this live stream today? I did. But did I feel excited about doing it 5 weeks ago? I didn't. So we need to normalize the fact that excitement won't be present when we sell, and that is normal. Nothing has gone wrong. In fact, is literally more normal than not to not feel excited. Which leads me to reason number 3 as to why selling with excitement it's not effective. And this is the most important thing, one of the most important things, which is basically that premium clients don't give a fuck about whether you feel excited or not. Like, you will never, by the way, you will never see me post like, I mean, maybe you probably will, or you have like, we have 1,000 people signed up. Like, who cares if you have 100 people signed up? Like, I don't care. You have to sell with something else, which I'm going to reveal at the end. But let's just stick to reason number 3. Premium clients don't care if you're fucking excited. I don't care if you're excited about your own little webinar. I don't care if you're excited about your offer. I don't care. Your clients don't care. They care about their problems. They don't care about how you feel today. They couldn't give a shit. I'm sorry to break it down to you. But how you feel, it's not really what they're concerned about. Excitement and hype only attracts people who are looking for a magic bullet to cling onto. And premium clients are not clingy. Premium clients are not looking for a savior. They're looking for a guide. They're looking for somebody who can co-create with them, who can give them guidance, but they're not looking for a magic bullet. Premium clients are highly aware that they have a problem, right? And that is 1,000,000% worth solving it, and that is a priority. And these are the types of people that I help my clients attract, because sometimes my clients come to me attracting needy, trying to find the magic bullet type of client that doesn't show up, that doesn't do the work, that doesn't follow through. And it's because the language that they're using is attracting those people, right? Because they are selling based on, I'm so excited for this. And it's like, who cares if you're excited? Like, you're not going to be attracting premium clients, because premium clients are not, they don't care about how you feel about your offer, right? So all of that leads me to, what is the solution? The solution, okay, well, let me just quickly read the comments. Okay, got it. Yes. I'm so glad this is landing. So the solution, all the problems above will be solved with one simple thing, okay? The one simple thing that you need is simply a marketing message that sells based on value. You cannot sell an excitement, because that is inconsistent. You need something that will always work, even in the days when you're not feeling excited, when you are not in the vibe, when you can have a bad day, when you're going through a breakup, when you're going through grief. What will sell no matter what is when you're able to clearly articulate the value of what you sell and the value that you bring to someone's life. When you speak to their core desire, nor not their fleeting emotions. Like, you want to be part of this because, everyone's joining, so you better get in. Like, you might get a sign up for a webinar, but they're going to forget about it, right? So you need to learn how to sell with the core, with the value that you bring to people's lives. They are going to join anything that you promote because you are clear on the transformation that they're going to experience, not because another 800 people signed up. You don't want people who have a herd mentality, who just do what everybody else does. Because what's going to happen is when they join your programs, they're going to be looking at every shiny toy out there syndrome. They're going to be looking at other options that feel a lot easier, and they'll be like, that's easier, I'm just going to not pay you and just bounce and then like jump ship. You don't want to sell to people who are looking for quick, like overnight solutions, right? So if you learn to sell with value, they will show up in a premium way. They will be committed. They will be they will be grounded, instead of trying to look for a dopamine high, or instead of being in your world, in your container, or in your free webinar for unclear reasons, just because everyone else is doing it, right? They're also going to be people who are coachable because they trust your expertise, because you understand how to explain the problem they have, why the problem is happening, why it makes sense that it's happening, and why there is a solution that makes sense for them that they haven't tried before. You are able to explain that clearly. And that's what helps you show up and become an expert, even if you're not feeling good in the day. It doesn't matter, right? So there's no real reason to doubt you. There's no reason for you to doubt yourself or for them to doubt you, because you're so clear on what's the problem, what's the solution, why hasn't that worked, why that makes sense. You learn to sell through that. And most importantly, you are not going to feel like you need to wait to feel good all the time to make money. You will not need to wait to feel good to make money. Guys, it's like the biggest fucking myth that you need to feel high vibe and you need to be aligned with your emotion. It's so not true. I know it because I've created a multi-million-dollar business going through life, and I'm still standing after like 6 years of being in this industry, seeing people come and go. And the reason why I see them come and go and not stay is because they sell with amateur marketing. Amateur marketing is what we talked about today. It's like very exciting, and they have like their 15 minutes of fame, and they're like, we're excited, but then they get so burnt out because they think, I need to keep up this energy. And the reality is that that is what is exhausting. Having a coaching business, coaching, marketing, selling is not exhausting when you do it in a way that is sustainable. When you're not relying on excitement, but you're relying on value to learn how to sell it. You'll be able to convey the value of your work in your posts, in your live streams, in your videos, regardless of how you woke up feeling that day, and you'll still be able to create sustainable results. Angie says value is consistent, excitement is not. Exactly. So good. So this is what I teach my clients on how to master inside of the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. I help you clarify your message so that you can communicate the value of what you do in a really clear and powerful way, and attract premium clients that show up, that pay on time, that are ready and willing to enter your container for a transformation that they are actually craving, where you don't need to convince people. They come to you feeling already sold because of the way that you communicate the value. Think about the way that I just talked about this live stream and why excitement is not required to sell. I didn't need to feel good, right? And the way that you will come out of this mastermind is learning how to, with conviction, sell what you do, whatever it is that you sell, in a way where people are going to feel safe in your presence, because it feels like they can just relax and you can guide them. They will feel guided, they will feel held. And so the way that we do that, elevate the quality of clients that you attract. We make sure you have an offer that is clear, instead of having a million fucking offers that you're confused by and your audience is obviously confused by. We clean all of that up. I help you clarify your message so that you know exactly how to talk about your offer in a way that inspires people to buy. I teach you how to distribute 9 different types of content that create deep desire and are based on value, so that you literally do, I mean, if you want to, you can do what I do. I work 2 days a week and have a 5 day weekend. I don't work more than 2 days, but when I work, I work. I didn't get here overnight. I was not doing this from the beginning. I started like just like a regular person working from Monday through to Friday, like a regular person in my coaching business. But because I have been able to implement the things that I teach in the mastermind over and over and over and over again, I have gotten to a point where everything in my business just flows. It flows, is predictable, is repeatable, it's and I don't use funnels, I don't use ads. I literally am doing the same thing that I used to do when I was making 150K a year. Now I'm making $2.5 million a year and I'm doing the same things. I've just elevated my thoughts. So the idea that you have to, what got you here won't get you there is also bullshit. Actually, what got me here is what will get me there. And what got me there is what will get me here. So it's all about simplicity. Like what I teach my clients inside of the mastermind are things that I still to this day apply. So I walk the talk. And obviously, once you start doing what I teach you, people are gonna start raising their hand. You're gonna know how to do live streams. People are gonna be like, okay, I want what he or she or they have. So what do you do from there? How do you take somebody who's a stranger into a committed, high-paying premium client? How do you handle the conversation in a DM? How do you talk about the price if they ask you the price about in your DMs? How do you make sure that they show up pre-motivated and pre-qualified to your sales call? How do you make sure that you know what to do on the sales call? Like I just had a client in the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind in this current cohort who came to me and she was like, I've had like a client drought for like, I think 6 months or for sure more than 3 months. And she felt like her confidence was at the lowest and she was just like, she's good at what she does, but she was just like not feeling it. And just in the last couple of weeks, we just started the mastermind 4 weeks ago. She's enrolled 3 of her highest paying clients. She's charging now 15K. She was charging like, I think 10K before we worked together. Then she raised her prices. And then she literally sold like 30K worth of clients in the last week. And the reason why I say that is because she just followed the soulful sales script, which is what I teach you and the sales module that really helps you hold space for your clients in such a beautiful way that they just feel held, they feel seen. You're not going to have people regretting their decision. It's just the most beautiful way to sell. So I teach you how to do basically everything you need in order to market, sell, and deliver a premium coaching offer in your coaching business. And if you already have, you're already selling at a premium level, I help you get to the point where you can lock in 100K months, where you can really lock in more consistency in your business, more processes that are going to help you take time off. Because to me, the definition of being wealthy and rich is not necessarily how much money I make, but is what time I have available to do what I love to do. And for me, I just like to do things 5 days a week and then just work 2 days a week. That's just my preference, right? Maybe for you it's different. Like maybe you love to work more days. Maybe you have kids and you want to spend more time with them, whatever that is. We create that definition for you and we get you there. So, the announcement that I had for all of you is that the bonuses are available now for early enrollment. So what that means is that if you sign up for the wait list, or if you have told us that you want to be on the wait list, you have an email in your inbox where I'm giving you all the bonuses before I announce them to the public. If you want to receive that email, just drop the word next round in the comments when you watch the replay or even here. Actually, no, because the comments disappear on Instagram. So once I upload, or just send me a message and just type in with the words next round, and then I'll make sure that you get the email. So that you get first dibs, because a couple of those bonuses have a limited amount of seats. They're incredible. And so I can't give everybody these, some of those bonuses. So you guys who are in the waitlist, you get first access to that. And the last thing is that, oh yeah, so I want to do this cool thing where I invite you guys to be coached live. So what I want to do is I want you to send me actually in the comments of the live stream, drop something that you would like to be coached on if you want to be coached on live, and I will bring you on maybe next week or maybe the following week on Thursdays, like at this time, and you will get to win a coaching session with me. This is for those of you who join live or who watch the replay and give me their thoughts and questions in the comments. So if you're engaging, then I'll choose your topic. So engage, tell me what your thoughts are about this live stream. What do you think? What is your take? And then also tell me, here's what I would like to be coached on. You can sit with it. You don't have to even tell me right now. You can sit with it and then let me know what the topic is, and I might choose you, and then we're gonna coach live. You obviously have to consent to be coached in a live stream. Cool. All right, my loves. I love you all so much. I have calls to get to. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll speak to you soon. Mwah. Bye.